Hey YouTube, Tootie back again. This is just going to be a car boot video, so I don't know if any of you stuck around after the video I've just uploaded. You know, I'm not going to apologise for it. I'll apologise if I have offended some people, perhaps with the language, whatever. But you know, it needs to be said. If you watch it back and you understand and you've watched my channel, you know he's talking about mainly me. I don't know what his problem is, and to be honest, I don't give a fuck, essentially. So I'm moving on. Right, car boot. Did all right. Bit hit and miss. I missed out on quite a few bits actually. So yeah, the old. I'm allowed to say lizards. They're not going to get upset, are they? But yeah, they struck again, right at the fucking wrong time as well. Seriously. And then another guy, he wasn't a reseller, he was just a normal guy, and he picked me to some stuff. So yeah, then that's what happens, you know. And I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, you get a bit pissy, but there's always next time. So on with the show, as the show must go on, or whatever the saying is. Where do we start? Oh, actually, I meant to say, I've seen Rich, Retroactive Rich. Please go and check him out. He did give me a flyer. Bollocks, for his Retroactive Part 2 show, so in Leicester. I don't know if it's de Montfort. I fucking lost it, left it in my bag. Sorry, Rich. Check Rich's channel out though. Yes, bumped into Rich again at the car boot. You know, them reselling bastards. He was there, he had bags full of stuff. He said he was going to put it all on eBay, he's going to sell it on Gumtree, on Amazon. But no, we had a chat. There was a chat that, funny enough, I did sort of say to him, because there was sort of two halves of the field. I said, oh, did you see that there's a guy who has some Atari games in the first half? Old 2600 games with a console, with a junior. And he was a cock, basically. He was a fucking idiot. I said to him, like, I've got some games. He goes, yeah, I've got a box down here. Pulls it up, looks in, I think, oh, you know, not jackpot, but not bad here. Usual stuff like Missile Command, Defender, which I've got. What else is there? I think the Smurfs was in there, which caught my eye. There's a couple of others. I think some of them I thought, no, I've got that. Because with the 2600, because you don't see them very often, it's not as fresh in my mind in terms of what I've got and what I haven't. So I said, oh, what are you looking for it? Oh, make me an offer. So I'm thinking, okay, there's some alright games here. 10 quid, nope. Straight away, bang, nope. 15, nope. Okay, well, what do you want then? Well, make me an offer. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, we had a Super Scope in there, that was it. I said, well, 20? Nope. I said, well, okay, fucking hell, struggling here. I thought, right, I said, well, take the scope out. I don't want that, I don't want the game, I don't know if there's something else. Oh, there's a NES Zapper, don't want that. Right, what do you want? Just take 15 for that? Nope. Oh, fuck this. He was just an obstinate. I said, no, and then I asked him, would you sell one or two of the games? Because that's, you know, I didn't need all the games. Nope. So I was like, fuck it, can't. There's no, some people just don't want to haggle or deal or bargain, so just left it. So I mentioned it to Rich, and he said, yeah, I've seen it. He goes, he offered it all. I think he must have sold some of the bits, because I mentioned the scope, and he said it's not there. But he wanted 25 quid for the lot. So, but I just left it. There's not £25 worth of stuff there for me, you know. And like I mentioned, I've seen Steve again. I'll pop links for all these guys down, you know, in the low bar, whatever you call it, the low section. So what did I get after that little story? Sorry about the story, if anyone doesn't like stories. Weirdly enough, right, the car boot goddess comes forth once more. There's a chap and his missus there with one of them sort of like little minivans, and he was an odd chap actually, because he's one of these people that you can't read. He had no emotion on his face, so I didn't know if I was getting along with him kind of thing or not. But essentially he had boxes, like them fruit boxes of just different stuff. That's where I bumped into Rich. So I've got a couple of figures from him, a couple more turtle figures, but I'm not going to bother showing them. But I did pick up another little Ash, the little Pokemon Ash, and some little set of Yoshis. And like I said, there's some turtle figures there. And when I'd seen Rich, I was like, that's all I've got. So this guy had, like, it's mainly toys sort of stuff. And then I was sort of just chatting to him about the Yoshis and stuff like that. He goes, oh yeah, they were my sons, or his daughters, or whatever, one of his kids, they were my kids. I was like, alright. I said, oh, do you not sort of collect any of the games, whatever? I said, yeah, but it's still in all the boxes, come back in a bit. So I thought, oh, okay then. So went off, blah blah, come back again. And I seen some other little odds and sods on this table. Oh no, sorry, actually within the games, sorry, I picked up one of the little turtle handhelds. So that's what got me onto it actually, because I've seen the Yosh, seen this, and I said, oh, you haven't got any more like this? And he went, yeah, but they're all in the back, all in these boxes. I was like, okay, I'll pop back. So I went back about 3 times, like, to this store, because he just kept pulling stuff out, and he was one of these guys that took ages as well. So like after the 3rd time of buying stuff off him, obviously that's what I'm saying about being able to read him. You know, I was chatting to him and his missus, and she was alright, getting on alright with him, and I was getting on alright with him, but I just couldn't. He had no emotion. He wasn't like, you know, cracking jokes and that, but it was really odd. So I spent a fair bit. One thing I've probably been done on a little bit, so that's my own fault. I could probably fix it. I could probably get a replacement, and it won't be a bad little system. So what did I get? What did we get from him? I bought a box of controllers out. Let's do that one first. Bought a box of controllers. And literally, it was like a complete mishmash. He had power cables for the Sinclair, shitloads of power cables for Ataris. I was asking him, have you got the console? Have you got no. Just what's in the box. So, for 10 quid, right, this is just the controllers. I picked this up, and I'm pretty sure this is a Mega Drive one. I think it will work on the Amiga as well anyway. One of the quick shots, but it's one of the 3 button jobbies. I think it's called Pythons, aren't they? Because I remember me and mate John had these. So there's that one. This one I remember my other mate having, and I remember the advert for this with a leather glove. Picked up a Conix Speed King. All mock switched. There we go. Now remember that Conix console. Looks like it'll come out. This was quite a nice little find. I don't think he realised it had the VMU in it, and I don't think he probably cared either. It was a Dreamcast controller. This was the first one I'd seen on the top actually, so I thought I'm having that. So I've got another Saturn controller. Nice actually. I quite like. I remember having one of these before. These are clean, but it's a SM Pro pad for Super Nintendo. And then this one, I thought this was the Mega Drive one when I just seen the corner bit. I think it's the Mega Drive. It's a fucking horrible looking thing, but it's a stick. It's an arcade stick nonetheless for the SNES. So it's the Cytec, the fucking purple fucking monstrosity. The joystick's micro switched, but the buttons aren't. So yeah, so I've got all them controllers, which is what we're looking at there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6 controllers. Sorry, for a tenner. Oh, he had another time I went back. He had some sort of games out. And some N64 games. It was a £2 a game, and there was some right shit in there. So I picked out the ones that I think one of these I'm not sure on. So I might make a cock up, but I've got these 3 games for a £5. So Vigilante 8. This one I'm pretty sure I haven't got from the front cover, but I could be fucking wrong. F1 Racing. And this was what I was happy to get, is Excite Bike 64. So you see what I mean? That's 15 quid already with him. Doesn't end there. For a £5, again after another. Yeah, there's another. Yeah, that's right. So it's 4 times I went back. I'm just realising now. Excuse me. No, it wasn't. It's 3. Figures, games, controllers. Oh no, figures, games, controllers. Figures, games, controllers. These 2. Yeah, right. So for a £5, I picked up. He had another one of these, but I didn't have the battery cover. which is a bit of a pisser really. This is where we were sort of talking, because obviously when I picked them controls up, I said, yeah, you used to go to car boots and get all the games and all that kind of stuff. He go, yeah, when car boots were good, he got a good deal. I said, oh yeah, what not like now when you're charging £2 a cartridge, sort of. And he laughed, you know. So, but anyway, for a £5, I got Grandstand Soccer. He had a Space Invaders one, but there's no panel. And this is what about the car boot goddess. What was I saying last week with that gun? What game I needed to pick up? And would you Adam and Eve it? It's the only fucking Saturn game he had on the store. He had no other Saturn games at all. Virtua Cop 2. Bit of a doober there, but for £2, the case needs sticking down again like they all fucking do. It's a fucking shit. So that was quite good. This is the thing that I've been stung on a little bit. I suppose I got a little bit carried away and I got a little. Maybe he was quite clever, a bit trustworthy. I'd seen this on one of the boxes. Excuse me. I think the time when I picked up the controllers, and I just thought it was an empty box, because I said to him, "Is there anything?" He goes, "Oh no, it's an empty box." I was like, "Okay, fine, don't worry about it." Then when I went back to get the Virtua Cop in there, he said, "Oh, this has got the system in it." I was like, "All right, really?" So yeah, I mean, it says on PSP Gigapack, right? So it's got the charger. It's got like a little third-party docking charger, whatever, and it's got the actual PSP, which I don't know if you can see it. The screen, I don't know if you can see it. Right, it looks really clean, yeah. And obviously he's saying, yeah, there's nothing wrong. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. As far as I know, it works. And I thought, silly enough. I thought, actually, yeah, he probably does. It was a tenner, yeah. So you probably think, yeah, definitely doesn't work. And it is, other than it looks in good nick, right? So it looks in good nick. Powered it up, and obviously it's got like the screen obviously has been hit by something, literally like a pin, and it's like sort of shattered it, like you do with all LCD panels. So it powers up and everything else. You get all the sound and everything. So it just needs a new screen, which I don't know how hard these are to replace. I might have to look into that. So it was a tenner. I mean, I suppose I could just sell it for spares or repairs, because it is just the screen. So, you know, unless someone's Andy and knows anything about them, let me know. I might look to repair it. Like I say, I might just move on as spares or repairs. Right, that was it from that guy. Yeah. Sticking with the PSP, I picked another one up for £2. 2 ladies. Oh, we don't know if it works, we don't know what's wrong with it, this, that and the other, yada yada yada. I think it was after like £5 for it. I said, look, I don't know, I'll give you £2. And again, just chance of my arm, this one, it's got power, but it doesn't display and I can't hear anything. So it's very briefly looked at it, but again, the screen's got a few little dinks on it. So yeah, again, another one I might need to look at, because I know the people quite like these, because you can like mod them and bung loads of emulations on them to them and all that kind of stuff. Okay. £50, a light boy. I walked past this. I was like, oh, like, because I asked them if I'd got the games or the system for it. No, just got that. They don't know where it's come from. I was like, alright, never mind. And then I went to walk away, and I just noticed, because if you don't, it is an official Nintendo product, but judging, it's not a normal, you know, Nintendo sort of branding. It's in there. It's all there. So 50p. Thought I'll have that. That's 50p. This is probably one of the bargains of the day. It's probably, well, it don't work because I switched it all off, but it's one of them things it's nice to have. I've got a Game Gear tuner for 20p. So yeah, I'm pretty sure all the analog signals have been switched off now, so it don't fucking work. I've got a plushie, fucking 30p, Two Tails, Miles Two Tails. I had to put in, but never mind. Off one of my reseller mates. Yeah, because I've got friends who are resellers. He had a store up there. It's American. Is it American? It's one of these early EA ones, isn't it? That's duplicate. That's region free. Theme park for £1. For another £1. These weren't bad actually. Again, I think one of these I needed. It was like 20p each, and I've seen those 5 on for 11 for £1. This one I'm not sure if I've got or not. Legacy of Kain Defiance, Crash Tag Team Racing. Here's a Might and Magic, Hyper Street Fighter 2, and I think this is the one that I needed. Is it Dragon's Lair 3D? If not, it's CEX fodder, and they'll go to some Wii U games or whatever I fucking want to do with it. Right. For £1, Bust a Move DS. Can't beat a bit of Bubble Bobble. It's all there. So it's a 505. I didn't realise that. 505 Game Street game. Them fuckers have got some right old licenses, haven't they? That's good. Right. I bought another PS1. Basically, the guy was asking, I think, £2 for it, and he had some games, and then he was asking like 50p a game. I said, look, what? Because there's one game in there that I was after, and I thought, well, actually, I could just get this as a whole bundle. So for £4, I've got PSP1 and all these games here. Again, I'll just show you them like this, 'cause it's just fucking easier. Now, the only one that I'm really after, that I wanted, is third from the bottom, and then the other ones I thought, actually, I'll just have them for the cases. The third from the bottom, there we go, and it's a Jurassic Park one, yeah, Warpath, Jurassic Park. Never seen that game, never seen it. I'll just pull that out and show you. It is a one-on-one beat 'em up in Jurassic Park. So yeah, again, you know, if anyone wants a PSP one, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just get moved on, and I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It'll just go to next week's car boot. That's how it works. Next week's car boot, or next week's, you know, funds for more games, whatever. That was it. Pick these up after I've got that bundle there. Got one with 20p a game. Added them all up. I said, look, we do 150 for the lot. Again, I'll just have them for the cases. So some alright ones in there. Mickey's Wild Adventure, Destruction Derby 2 Platinum. Right, bit of a PS1 day today actually. This was 50p. No, 150. The guy was asking. Yeah. This guy he had some games. He had like a box that he said all them were £2, and in the box that them were £1. So in the pound section was all like the PS2 games. But in the £2 section was some PS1 games and some not very good PS1 games. But then he had weird stuff like 360 games in there and whatnot. I did sort of just query. I just sort of said, oh, the older ones are the same price as, but more expensive than technically the new ones. He was like, yeah, because they're worth more. But anyway, I only wanted the one, and he was. I said I had a quick chat with him, and he was quite happy to take 150. So for 150, I got Starfighter 3000, and you know why I bought this? I'm not going to tell you. And it is number 293. Excuse me. another stall with a young lad on it, and I'd seen him before. He had a twin brother. We had some extra games actually. So what were they asking? £1 each. I got these two for £1.50. I'm pretty sure I've got both of these already, but again, I'll have them for the cases, or I'll move them on if anyone's interested. Whatever, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. Spider-Man 2 and Mr. Bandicoot. Right, I'll leave them till last. This is a good find. There's a weird little story about this. So, well, actually, before I do that, there's one other thing I picked up for £10. I haven't got it here. I've got a bit of it. There's a chap there. He had 3 boxes of PlayStation 1 stuff, some games, the system, and then like loads of like bits of discs and stuff like that. So rummaged through. So how much are your games? It said 50p each. So I picked a couple out that I thought, yeah, they're alright, they're worth it for 50p. One mainly for the case. He then went, oh, you can have the lot for a tenner. I went, well, all of it? He went, yeah. He goes, some had already been bought. He goes, and I offered the guy the whole lot, but he wasn't interested. So I looked through, sort of picked through it all, and I was like, oh, well, £10. Some of them, the sort of cases have got like nothing in them, so I thought actually it's not bad for just for the cases alone. So for the 3 games anyway that I was sort of interested in, is Strikers 1945. I've got that. It's a nice case. It's a good game. This was one that I was interested in that I haven't got, and you'll know why I bought this again. Is called Perfect Weapon. Yeah, and that is number 581. And then the last one, I've not seen this one before. Actually, no, that's a lie. I know why I picked this up, because I've seen it on the N64. It's a bit of a, I won't say rare, it's a sought after or uncommon game, I think, on the N64. And it is a Rat Attack. So that's what I was after. Like I say, there's boxes of bits, so I'm not going to bore you to death, because obviously people get bored of watching this stuff already anyway. But I do have to sort it all out as well. Like I say, so the example is, here's a and they are PlayStation games, right? He says, you know, there's all different. So these are just loose discs. You know, Tunnel B1, there's some shitty PC games. World's Scariest Police. Yeah, there's shit tons of stuff in here. Tocker. Heart of Darkness Platinum there. Medal of Honor, PlayStation 2 game. Motocross Mania. Essential PlayStation. Let's say there's fucking tons of them. Yeah, that's just some of them. Right. What sort of, when he sort of said about the sort of £10 thing, there was this little wallet. That looks like a kid's wallet. Look. But in it, I'll just show you. Because when I seen these, I thought actually I'm having it. Okay, for a tenner, I thought bollocks. If this is what might be in here, without sort of standing there picking through the whole fucking thing. Where's it gone? I just had it a minute ago. There we go. So Tunguska is in there. There's all kinds of. Yeah, I mean nothing like mega, but for £10, it's probably worth it just for the cases. Smackdowns are in here. Actual Golf, X Team 17 one. You know. And so I'll use them for the cases. Spec Ops, load of shit. Alien Trilogy. I've seen that one before. Shadow Gunner, the Robot Wars. Loose discs, admittedly, but as I said, there's loads of stuff in there. Might be some hidden gems, I don't know. Yeah, that was a tenner. I just realised I wasn't even looking at the cameras looking for, because I've not properly looked through that. Right. Okay. So these bits that I was talking about, well, I was going to talk about. Chap there, setting up, had all his games out. Said, how much are your games, mate? And he went, oh, £1 each. Is it £1? It's 50p. No, 50p. No, 50p. It was. Because he said, and to be fair to him, he knew what he was on about. He said, there's no point asking anymore because the PS4's coming out and the PS3 ones are going to be dirt cheap anyway. And that's quite, he's one shot of them. And they're the best people to deal with. He had quite a lot. None of the others that I needed, except for this. I was so happy to get this. Right, I have got a copy of this. So if anyone's interested, I've got a copy of this game, but I ain't got the disc. I bought it from a charity shop. Fucking hell, probably about a year, 18 months. Probably might even be longer. And some thieving bastard had stole the disc out of it. It might be in one of my videos, right? Excuse me. It's I mean, this is in beautiful condition actually. To be fair, I think it's meant to be a good game. It's not mega rare, but it's quite sought after, and I think you can get it on the Xbox as well, I can't remember. But I got Jaws Unleashed, the PS2. So I have got this, everything bar the disc, and to be honest, every so often I do go on eBay, and I just try and search for the disc. Never found it yet. I'll just show you, it is in, the guy, he liked his games, he looked after them, he knew, and he was realistic, So I actually said to her, oh, is this all your game stuff you got? Yeah, that's all I've got, mate. Fine, not a problem. Went off, looked around, blah, blah. Come back again. And I see, like, a sort of, because how he had his PS2 games was all like on the table like that, in a row. And I walked up, and I obviously recognised him. And I said to my mate, I goes, hang on a minute, he's got, because obviously I'd asked him before. I could see green. And I walked up and went, I thought you said you didn't have any more games. And then at the boot, his mate popped out. He went, yeah, they're not mine, they're my mates. I was like, for fuck's sake. So, for like the compatibility, actually I think, yeah, one of these might be a duplicate. But his mate was only charging 50p as well, so I thought, bollocks to it. I think I had £2 coins, so I'll have that anyway. This one I did have. I traded it to, I can't remember his name now. He did a trade for a lot of Mega Drive games, and he's big into his Xbox. I can't think, but anyway, Viet Cong Purple Haze. This is the one I've actually got, but I chucked it in. Atari Anthology. Happy to get that one. Crash Twinsanity. This one isn't in the compatibility, but this is one I ain't seen before, and it looks a really good game actually. It's Neighbours from Hell. So £2. Right, last little bit now, and I'll let you go. So the sort of lad that I know, that I go sort of booting with now, he knows a couple of sort of, I don't know if they're traders, no, the collectors, I think is probably the right word, I don't know. And this particular guy said to him, oh, I'm standing today, pop over. I mean, such blah blah blah. So I was done. So he said, oh, do you want to go and have a look? Yeah, we'll pop over. So literally as we get to the store, right, the fucking lizards are there. So they must obviously go to a car boot before, wherever they've been. Oh fuck! I don't know the guy who's selling the stuff. My mate does. I was like, oh bollocks! And I look over, and I'd sort of chat to him a little bit, and there was a Spectrum Plus 2 standing on its end in the box, and I couldn't see all the games, but there was a pile of games next to it, if you like. So the box is kind of like squared. Spectrum's standing up, and then literally from the bottom of the box all the way up to the top of the box is all like cassettes. Now ordinarily back last year they weren't buying 8-bit computer stuff, because I remember seeing Commodore games and everything else like that, and I sort of, before I sort of even talked to them a little bit, when the guy sort of said about them, they goes, "Oh no, we're not interested in them." So they've changed tact, which is a bit of a pisser, because literally as I walked up, this other guy that my mate knew, he had a box of PS2 stuff, some nice titles in there that they were looking at, like, and I thought, they're gone. But I've seen the Spectrum, I thought actually, subconsciously thinking they don't collect them. So I sort of said, "Oh, you guys not interested in this?" As in, sort of say, "Is it okay if I have a look?" Because I'm polite like that. And he went, "Actually, no." He went, "No, I'm having that." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." My heart just sank. I was like, "Oh, but I mean, I could do with. No, I don't mind not getting the PS2 stuff. There were some nice games in there. What's it called? The blue one, Saga. Oh, I forgot what it's called. The double box set. That was in there. They're not mega expensive games, but it's nice to get them at the right price. I think this guy, to be fair, the guy who's selling it, that my mate knows, he knows his stuff. I think he's charging like 40 quid for the whole box of PS2 stuff, so I would only pick the bones out of it. The Spectrum though, he let him have it for 15 quid. I was like, I wouldn't have minded that. But then bizarrely, at the PS2 box, he left these 2 games. Well, actually, he left about 8 games. The rest was shit. And I've seen these 2, and I was like, okay, well that one I kind of knew I've definitely got. The other one I thought, I don't think I've got that. So I just, again I was polite. I said, "Oh, you're not interested in these?" "No, you're right," sort of thing. "I'll have your scraps." So they paid and fucked off. And sort of, my mate was out. Obviously, he knows he was chatting and stuff. And I sort of said, "Oh, what you got in your PS2 games?" "Oh, I want £2 each for them." And I was like, "Oh." I said, "Would you do them for free? £3 for the 2? He was like, No. I need £4. I was like, "Okay, fine." I said, "I'll tell you what, put that one back." I said, "I'm not sure if I've got it or not," which I sort of was a little bit of a white lie. The other one was mainly after, and I sort of said, I went to give him £2. He went, "You know what? Just give us £3 for the pair." So to be fair to him, he sorted me out. So the one I've already got, and it's in really good condition. And like I said, when he said this, I thought, actually, yeah, you do know what you're talking about, because he said that one would appear to be the rarer of the 2, and it's not. Yeah, and he's right. He's bang on right, because that's exactly the case. So I've got King of Fighters Impact, Maximum Impact, sort of with a booklet and everything else. I've got this. But the one I was after, and he said this is the rarer of the 2, and he's probably right. I didn't know this at the time because I didn't know anything about the game, but I knew I had got it, and that's Neo Wave King of Fighters. So that's that, guys. That's my carboot. Did all right, If I could get the PSPs working, I was a bit pissed off because that PSP, if I'd got that was up and running for a tenner, that would have been bargain. But nah, that happens. I might better get a screen, or I say just move it on as spares or repairs. I've got a white PSP, so I can play my PSP game. That's not a problem. Jaws I'm really happy with. I've got shit tons of PS1 games. So I'll say it. If anyone's interested in any of the stuff that I mentioned that I've already got, please PM me. We can work something out. I'm not a fucking reseller. I would sell you these things, and I will go back to the car boot next week, or when the car boot shuts, I will go and buy the games from fucking eBay or wherever. Or if you don't want them, they may well appear on eBay. They might not. They might go down the local pawn shop. Do you really care? Yeah. Are you really that fucking fussed? Have you got nothing else in your life to worry about other than what I do or do not tell you? You're not naive people. I'm sure you've got 2 brain cells that have met, and you can work through this. How would you think most people amass a collection? Unless you're very fortunate and you've got shitloads of money, it's ducking and diving. Get this, flip it, get that, want that. Get this, flip. Retro boot disc. He buys Converse trainers. Yeah, he said that. I buy Converse trainers, clean them up, sell them on, blah blah, and that allows you to buy games. Fair play, mate. Yeah. Anyway, Take it easy, YouTube. And until next time, see you later.